Sword Rider, Transformers reviews and toy related chat. Sword Rider, Sword Rider.
Hello everybody, it's Sword Rider here with another Transformers review, and tonight we're going to be looking at one of the, shall we call it, grails of the last night line. That line has had some utter rubbish and some unbelievable toys like Voyager Megatron, like Voyager Hound, some terrible ones like the first Bumblebee mould and the repaints of Slash and that kind of stuff, which really don't hit home as class Transformers. But one of the grails of the line, which hasn't hit the UK yet, is Nitro Zeus. So I picked up him from the MCM Comic Con on Sunday. Yeah, those of you who watched my other video might have noticed that. It cost me £30 from Independent Toys, which ain't too bad really. Some lovely artwork. Should we have a look at the box? We might as well, I've got it in my hand. Lovely artwork of Nitro Zeus. Now what you'll see is that head looks nothing like the head that is actually in the movie. He's got more of a shockwave-esque head in the movie, whereas this one you can see he's got like multiple eyes like an insect. And also, quite interestingly, these parts here, as my friend James pointed out, actually appear on the robot's arm, which we'll get to a little bit later. On the back you got some product shots and a picture of Scorn, who was also at MCM. He looks a nice toy, but this was the guy I really wanted. We've got a 2-word bio, Lethal Hunter, on the side. And that's about it, really. You have a set of instructions. Speaking of instructions, actually what you will notice on the back is this takes 35 steps to transform, so it is a little bit involved. Now, shall we take a look at him? Here is Nitro Zeus in his jet mode, and what a lovely mode it is. It's got an opening cockpit, which is a bit of a bugger to open. There we go. And a Titan Master can fit inside. I just don't have one to hand at the moment. It's got... looks like all plastic. No real... Oh no, this is paint. All of this section here is painted, same as here. You've got grey plastic on the wings, which is a little bit... I don't know if you can see, a little bit mottled, which is a shame. It's got some red paint marks down here. It comes with landing carriages here and here. You can see underneath there is a bit kibble-tastic underneath, but it's not really visible robot mode as such. You've got your hover thrusters here and your rockets which can come off. It's a great looking jet. Tabbing together problems. Yeah, things do tend to pop out if you play with it too much. I seem to have one wing tabs in a lot better than the other on mine. But there we go. That's him from the back. That's him from the front. He's a really, really nice, decent size Voyager toy. Comparison wise, here's a deluxe Titans Return figure. Trigger happy. So yeah, he scales, well, definitely a lot bigger, to be honest. I don't think he scales quite well with that. He is a bit of a big boy for a Voyager. So yeah, all in all, I absolutely love this jet mode. It's really, really, it's just really nice. Its transformation is involved, but still fun at the same time. I think, is it as good as Voyager Megatron? That figure really blew me away. I think it's up there. The only problem that I have found in alt mode is that Nitro Zeus's head pops off. Because we all know, sorry if you don't know, that actually it's a Target Master port, so you can remove his head. Now I believe there was a deleted scene in the last night where Cogman took Nitro Zeus's body after his head was blown off. Don't know how true that is, but it would fit in with the fact that, you know what, this guy's got a Titan Master head and so is Cogman, so you could swap the heads over. there you go. But yeah, the problem is the port is there, and you can't seem to. I mean, you can plug it in, but then it's hanging out the bottom. And I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. The instructions aren't very clear, to be honest with you. But take that in though. If you have got him in vehicle mode, you might lose his head. So here's Nitro Zeus in his robot mode. As you can see, his head does clip back on there. Now, a little bit like some of the Titan Masters, like for example Scourge, he's got a little bit of rattly head syndrome. If you apply the port the wrong way around, and I will call it a port and not a Titan head, because this head does not transform, even though it uses the same gimmick. It does wobble if you put it one way more than the other. So if you have got this problem on your Nitro Zeus and the head's wobbling, just try and turn the peg round the other way, and it does hold better one way more than the other. So let's have a look at some of the detail on this guy. The head is not movie accurate. It's a nice head sculpt. It matches the figure well, but I can't help thinking that he doesn't look like that in the film. I'm more of a show accuracy and film accuracy kind of fan than an actual toy accuracy. I understand why they've done this. I know that potentially there was another head sculpt to be used in pre-production in the concept art, which led to this, and they've mirrored it by putting just one eye on instead of several. But it'd be nice to see him with Shockwave's head, and I've actually picked up a Dark of the Moon Shockwave Junker to try and do a custom head for this guy, so I'll keep you posted when I've done that, if I get around to it. But yeah, so the head can do a full 360, and there you go, which is great. Articulation wise, this arm here can go all the way around. It's got a swivel, it's got a bend at the elbow. I can just do, I'd say, just 90 degrees. And it's also got this cannon that pops in for transformation. But also, I mean, it just looks like he's got an attack mode and a standard mode, which is pretty cool. No wrist swivel, only in one motion because of the transformation. Now, I'm going to focus on this arm as well. Now, this arm has a lot of the head kibble on it. It has a lot, basically all your cockpit section. Because of that, you can still just about do a full 360, but it's at the elbow where you lose a lot of articulation here. It can basically just go there, which isn't great. You've got no movement at all on this wrist, so this arm is virtually, apart from the swivel on the elbow, it's completely static, really, which is a little bit disappointing. And the clearance issues are just so tiny. By shaving a little bit off there, you could get a lot more motion. So that's an option out there for you. If you did want to customise this figure a little bit, you could shave a little bit off the arm here in order to get some more articulation. Legs can go all the way forward and can go about that far because of his back kibble. Knees, you've got a bend, which can give you 90 degrees, but again, it's obstructed by this backpack, and feet can go backwards and forwards. There's no wrist swivel here. There is a thigh swivel as well. So that's pretty much it for articulation. It's got some nice details on there. You've got the number 13 on there. You've got some copper details picked out here. A yellow eye. Again, it was red in the film. Some more coppery brown down the front. And the number 7 there, Decepticon logo. It's got some nice moulding details like these Gatling guns on the shoulders, and you could, as a customiser, you can make this look absolutely stunning with just a little bit of dry brushing. I'm tempted to do it, but I don't want to not be at. I know this figure's hard to find in the UK. If I find another one, I will buy one and I will completely customise it. These thrusters can move up to give them another attack-looking mode, which is pretty cool. And these missiles actually peg in from alt mode. You clip them off the wings and then clip them back on the back there. So yeah, posing-wise, you can get him in some pretty good poses, but the main problem is this junk arm. You can't really do anything with it apart from stick it to the side or stick it on the front, and that's about as dynamic as you can get with it, which is a little bit unfortunate, really. It does let the figure down a little bit, and that is a sin and a shame. So, transformation, I don't know if I mentioned earlier, but it is fun and involved. I've only done it once. I've transformed it into plane mode and then back again, and it was fun. It's kind of intuitive once you work out how the cockpit goes, but what I would suggest, just look at the instructions in order to work out how you swing that cockpit round. All in all, he's a really fun figure. He's a big guy. You get a lot of plastic for your money here. Joints are tight, except for the Titan Master issue on the head. Absolutely over the moon with this figure. I think it's a great toy. For someone who's only in the last 12 months got back into movie bots, I think this is absolutely one of the best out of the Last Night line. I've looked at Cogman as well, and he looks really fun, but this guy is so different. Just a shame spoilers, sorry. A spoiler alert. It's just a shame he dies in the film, because he was the first character that actually had a bit of character, to be honest with you. Such a shame he was killed off. Negatives of the figure, as I say, the elbow joint here is a bit of a letdown, and there is a lot of kibble on the back. Yes, these thrusters play a part and can be used as weapons, but this tail fin here is, I mean, you can fold it up if you want to, or just rip them off, as I have done there. But you can fold them about and play with them as you wish in order to get the look that you desire. But overall, I'd say he's a strong 8 for me. He's up there with the Last Night Megatron, as I say, and he's a great toy. If you get a chance to pick one up. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm sorry it's a little bit rambly. I just wanted to get it in why this was fresh in my mind. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I've been Zort Rider. I'll catch you again soon.